Astronomers have discovered a star named Betelgeuse is in its final life stage and could go supernova at any time. When this happens, it will outshine the full moon in Earth's night sky and be clearly visible during the day. If this really happens, we basically won't need to turn on lights at night. Betelgeuse's high brightness will last at least 6 months, saving us a huge electricity bill. From an astronomical perspective, Betelgeuse is now 640 light-years away from Earth. It's a red supergiant, with a radius over 1,000 times that of the Sun. If we switched its position with the Sun, the 4 terrestrial planets in our solar system would be swallowed. Jupiter would become the planet closest to the star, but despite having a volume over 1,000 times larger than the Sun, Betelgeuse's mass is only about 20 times that of the Sun. This shows its matter density is very low. After its internal hydrogen is depleted, its outer shell has begun expanding continuously, pushed by radiation pressure. At this point, Betelgeuse's interior has become helium fusion. As time passes, helium will fuse into heavier carbon elements. The accumulating carbon will cause Betelgeuse's core temperature to keep rising. Eventually, the entire core will collapse in an instant, then explode violently. The energy released in just seconds equals that of the past billions of years combined. The star's brightness will become the brightest in the galaxy during those seconds. Over the past few years, Betelgeuse's brightness has been monitored to have changed multiple times, and part of its outer shell has already been ejected. Considering the 640-year time difference between it and Earth, some astronomers think it may have already exploded. We just have to wait 640 years to see it. In other words, if in the next second, in the sky, a star of extremely high brightness suddenly appears, it means Betelgeuse exploded back during the Ming Dynasty, and we're only seeing it now. Conservative estimates suggest Betelgeuse's brightness after explosion could reach 3 times that of the full moon. Without cloud cover, this brightness could completely replace streetlights. Most importantly, Betelgeuse is located near the celestial equator. The entire Earth could be illuminated by it. The historical guest star was a supernova explosion that occurred during the Song Dynasty. Back then, scholars could read at night without lighting lamps. Today's Crab Nebula is what remains from that supernova explosion. Therefore, after Betelgeuse explodes, besides leaving behind a white dwarf or neutron star in its core, it will also form a remnant nebula spanning several light years. This type of nebula containing heavy elements often becomes the birthplace of new stars. 4.6 billion years ago, the Sun was born in a similar nebula. Therefore, the Sun naturally contains heavy elements. These elements later formed Earth and evolved into life on Earth. So supernova explosions are actually an essential part of cosmic life evolution. They successfully scatter heavy elements from stellar cores throughout the universe, providing conditions for life to emerge. However, our Sun will not go supernova because its mass is too small. In 5 billion years, although the Sun will expand into a red giant, its core will only leave behind a white dwarf. Most of the star's material will be pushed away from the core by radiation pressure, eventually forming a planetary nebula. Overall, no matter when Betelgeuse explodes, its impact on Earth will be limited to lighting. Only supernova explosions within 20 light years would have radiation harmful to Earth's life, but within 20 light years of the Sun are mostly red dwarf stars. Their lifespans can reach hundreds of billions of years, with absolutely no risk of supernova explosion.